Hi everyone, it's Stacy from PeonyLaneDesigns.com. Have you subscribed to the channel? If not, click the little link below. I have no idea what I'm doing today.
Don't forget to click the subscribe button, comment down below, like this video, and click the bell icon to be notified.
I am on my way to Cambridge to drop off a thrift to the thrift store. I've got some stuff that Victoria grew out of and some Tupperware that was not old that was donated to me. It was more 1990s stuff, and I'm not going to keep that in my inventory. It's just, no, it's too much space. I can't taking up too much room. So that's going to the thrift store. And then I have to sell some jewelry while I'm up there. My sister and I had gone through my mom and my grandma's jewelry a while ago, and the stuff we separated what we wanted to keep, and we were going to sell the other stuff, and I forgot it. I opened up a bin yesterday and went, so I got to go do that because I totally forgot. So I'm going to go do that. And then after that, I don't know what I'm going to do. It is such a gorgeous day. I'm thinking we're going to go out in the yard and spray paint a lot of metal stuff. I have a ton of projects that I've been waiting for a nice day. It's not windy. And now that I'm saying that, the wind will pick up because that's how my week's been going, like the last week or so, right? But it's freaking gorgeous. And actually, when I woke up this morning, I took the dog out at 6 o'clock this morning and I saw my breath. I'm like, no. It's only June. I can't be seeing my breath now. That's Minnesota for you. One day it's so bloody hot, you're going to pass out. The next day you see your breath. Couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow. Classic. You staring at me for, dude? Just drive. Just drive. Anyway, that's the plan, at least for now. Should anything else happen? So tomorrow I have a dentist appointment with the kidlet. So I got a lot of running to do tomorrow. I'd like to nail some stuff down today, like get some projects finished. So I want to make those mushrooms that Naomi forcing me to make. Forcing me, Naomi. She never comments on the videos. You should, though. Join the community. If you haven't commented on a video, you totally should. I know there's a few of you that watch regularly, like every day, but you never comment. You can comment. I'm nice. I'm a nice person. Anyway, so Naomi had given me that idea for those mushrooms from the bunt pans. That's a bunt pan, right? And then like spindle legs, and I've got plenty of those, so you know, if I can get these spray painted, we can do that. And then I have a child's folding chair that somebody had painted like camo. It's not cute. It's not cute. Not at all. So I think that needs to get something. I don't know. I'll go through my spray paint and figure out what color that's going to be, but it certainly doesn't need to be camo. I don't know, I'm thinking like bright yellow or a bright blue, something, you know, like if you had a little kid that you're at a parade and you got their chair, something cute. Not camo. Not at all. Like, it's tragic. The camo's tragic. It's just not my aesthetic. My daughter uses that word constantly. I still don't think she knows what it means. So now it's become part of my lexicon. I'm like, aesthetic. She'd be so mad at me right now. Mom. It's my job to embarrass her. And I'm going to keep doing it. So let me get this stuff taken care of, the businessy stuff that I got to do. And I think I'm going to make friends with this guy. So I've sold a couple pieces to him in the past. And I'd like to have a jeweler I can trust, like that I go to all the time. I have a couple other jewelers that I will occasionally like pop in on. I have not trusted them, so I trust this guy. Like, he did right by me. And I was really surprised because I brought him I had bought an estate, just a bunch of boxes in an estate lot auction, and there were some chains in there that were gold. That has happened to me before, and I brought him to one jeweler, and he gave me significantly less for more than this guy gave me for the little pieces that I had, and I went, I kind of like him. I did not expect at all what he gave me on those broken pieces of jewelry. I think he gave me like $115 for these gold pieces, and it could very well be the price of gold went up. But when I say there were significantly more pieces that I brought to the other jeweler, there were significantly more. Like, it should not have been that far off because we were only talking weeks apart. So that's why I trust this guy, and I've sold him a couple pieces. I did call him this morning to make sure he would be available, but he did say I might have to leave it if it's a lot, so I don't want to leave it. He'll give me a receipt, but I don't want to leave it. Bothers me. But I want to have a jeweler that knows what I do, knows why I'm constantly bringing him pieces. Like, so I want to talk to him and just tell him what I do and give him my card and say, you know, I'd like to have a jeweler that I work with on a regular basis. Do you want it to be you? My guess is he probably will say yes. I mean, neither one of us are complete dicks. Excuse my language. So I'm gonna go chat him up while we do this. I've been waiting for them to open. I was like, oh, come on, open up. But I want to call him first. That's why I had to wait for them to open and just make sure that he's available. Like, it's a small family-owned jeweler, and I don't want to, like, show up and he's not there because he's the one that does the buying. So he said, yep, come on in. Yay. Maybe I'll get my ring cleaned while I'm there. Okay, so they had to keep the jewelry. There's just a lot in there. He took one package of silver, one package of gold, and he's going to have to test them all, do all their whatever. But yeah, he gave me a lot of really good information. Like, W.M. Rogers Company, all silver plated. So if you see W.M. Rogers, silver plated. He said Oneida, mostly silver plated in the last 50 years. So if you see that, just so you know. I was learning a lot. I was asking him tons of questions, and he said there's a meter that you can buy. It's called a key gold meter, and that's what he would recommend, like, if we're out junking. Like I said, well, what would you recommend? So if we found gold, we'd know it was gold. And I guess it's like a couple $100, and I can't invest in it right now. But it is now on my radar for investing in the future. And I don't do a ton with gold. I mean, most of the time I get them in box lots and, you know, broken chains, and you're going, like, I sold one broken chain of that was in a box lot that I got $38. That was 10 karat gold. So, and he showed me on the meter how it registered the 20. He could see that it was 10 karat gold. He used the little loop. If you don't have a junket survival kit, I do have a loop. I didn't check every single piece of my family's jewelry, so I don't know what was in there. And then, like, there was white gold, there was other, you know, 14 karat, 18 karat. So he's got to get it all separated, tested, and made sure that that's what it was. Anyway, the key gold meter. So you don't have to do the chemicals. And he said, if you do a lot, if you find a lot, and you're doing this all the time, you might want to invest in one of these. So that's really handy information to have. But he gave me a lot of really interesting information. Like, I found this piece, I'll pop up a picture, had these hallmarks on the bottom. And I said, is this like a fake code trying to fake people out that this is sterling? Because it 925 is sterling. He's real sober. And, you know, this has got him like backwards. 259 or whatever it is. Okay, I don't know. You can see the picture. And he said, no, that would have been a manufacturer's maker's mark or what their stock number was. So that was interesting to know too. I was like, cool. So he was really knowledgeable, very helpful, willing to share information. I think that's what, if you're in your area, find someone like that who's willing to talk to you, willing to share that information, give you advice. I mean, it was so cool to get that advice from him. Chilson Jewelers in Cambridge, y'all, good man. Gonna be my new jewelry store, I think, because good man. Very willing to give me information, share stuff with me. We were chatting about Q4, and you know, he's like, don't come in after October. I'm like, oh hell, I know Q4. If you've never worked retail, you don't know how busy Q4 is. So I get it. I totally get it. So I made a promise I won't come in from October to December. We'll leave each other alone in those times. But he's willing to, you know, give him a call and let him know I'm coming up, and he'll look at stuff. So if I do find sterling or I find gold, he's willing to take a look at it. So cool. That's nice to have. It's good to have friends. And friends that'll give you advice and, you know, tell you like the meter information and tell you about WM Rogers and Company. Cool. So cool to learn that information. So yay. Was happy. There you go. Got the barbed wire. Jeffy says he's gonna help me cut it here. He's got lock cutters because we're big old criminals. I can do it, babe.
Well, I was looking for mine. Yeah, these. Yeah, you have a smaller pair.
Oh yeah, that's not mine, but you did borrow mine.
These are mine. I wouldn't have borrowed yours because I have those.
I'm agree to disagree with you there.
Okay, well, if you can look around and see them,
Okay.
you can call me a liar.
I'm not calling you a liar. I'm just disagreeing.
Do it.
Now, let's get this thing cut. You guys wait here. I'm going to go over here and cut it. That giant water bottle in my pocket. Bet that's pretty. Whoop. You going to cut anything else on it?
Huh?
Trying to decide if I want to cut anything else. This doesn't look good. Let's cut that. Bing, bing, bing. And that bottom one.
I think that might be a little red, but to get.
There's probably more firepower than I actually need to cut these wires. Alright, does the job.
Why you grabbing scissors?
No, that's fine. It worked. Just probably more than I needed. Alright. And now it's a wreath. Now the basic ladies who need one of these can put their ribbons on it and be happy. Done deal. Next. Okay, so I'm heading back outside. Come on, Margot. I started the race for dinner, but I had my 4:30 doctor appointment, and I got hope from it, so that's always good. I want to thank you guys for coming in with the good news. I really appreciate it. Let's start sharing good news every day, I swear. I think we all need to focus on what's good and feeling the love, and it's just not there right now in this world, and we all just need to focus more on that. I love all your good news, and I appreciated it so much, but I've been painting. So the OG called, so I didn't film it because I was talking to him on the phone, which I film on. But let me show you. I did the colors on the mushrooms. We've got a red mushroom and a blue one, and I did both of them in glossy. So I first did this one in lacquer, and I didn't like the color, the red that was on it. So I changed to this cherry red and did it in a high gloss, and then I love the high gloss blue. I don't think I'm gonna sell this one. I'm really loving the color on it. So that'll be fun to make a little mushroom out of that. I have to see if my husband has some acrylic white. I don't have any white that's not chalk paint or latex, and I want it to be a little more durable. So let's go ask Jeff if he's got stuff. Let's go see Jeff. Mr. Jeff? Yeah. Oh, you busy in the spray booth? Yeah. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bug him in the spray booth. He's busy working. He's a hard-working man. Okay, so what he's got for me is One Shot, which is an oil-based product. So I'm gonna have to let those dry overnight before I do anything. It's super durable. One Shot is very expensive. So I told him I'm probably gonna do some dots. I won't do it very much. I want to do a couple big dots and then, make them look like mushrooms. So we'll let those dry overnight, and I'll go do something else this afternoon. I don't know. I don't think there's much more to do. You didn't see much.
Visit my blog, peonylanedesigns.com, for more tips, tricks, and inspiration. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you'll be notified of new videos. I post every week DIY tutorials and, of course, more junkin' videos.